Ever wonder why maybe that indie composer whose music just made a scene unforgettable isn't exactly rolling in cash? Well, the answer, often, it lies in this document. Sounds simple. A cue sheet.
Hmm.
Today, we're diving deep into this thing. It's really a cornerstone of media production. Sounds maybe a bit mundane, but it holds surprising complexity. Our mission, to unpack its most vital application and really show why getting it right is, well, it's a financial lifeline for creators and a legal must-have for everyone else involved. So, cue sheet. Sounds simple enough, right?
Yeah, you'd think so.
But the term itself is, well, it's a bit of a chameleon, means totally different things depending on where you hear it.
Exactly. And confusing them, that can lead to some real headaches. Or, worse, empty pockets for someone. What's fascinating really is how easily these different uses get mixed up. So first, and this is our main focus today, you've got the media production cue sheet. That's the big list, itemized. Every single piece of music in a film, TV show, ad, whatever. This is your engine, basically, for royalties. Yeah. And for legal compliance.
Oh.
But then, totally separate, you have the live event or theater cue sheet.
Right.
That's more like a technical script, a blueprint, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
for coordinating lights, sound, stage actions, live show stuff.
So action, not money.
Exactly. Not for financial distribution at all.
Yeah.
And then, way off in another field, is the computing cue sheet, a .q file.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
That's metadata, really, for optical discs. Tells software how tracks are laid out on a CD image, often for splitting up a long audio file. 3 completely different worlds, one name.
And it's that first one, the media production one, that holds so much power. You called it the engine of the music royalty ecosystem. But how does something that sounds like paperwork become so central to, well, everything?
It really is the lifeblood. Performing rights organizations, PROs.
Like SCAP, BMI, SOCAN.
Precisely. They rely entirely on these cue sheets to track who used what music, where, and for how long. That's how they know who to pay. Composers, songwriters, publishers. Imagine you pour your soul into a score for a film. But if that cue sheet isn't filed, or it has errors,
What happens?
those royalties, they don't just vanish. They often get swept into something called a surplus pool.
A surplus pool.
Yeah, basically a general fund. And guess who often gets that money distributed to them? Usually the big, established, high-earning artists and publishers.
Mm-hmm.
Not the creator whose music wasn't properly credited. It's like a silent penalty.
Oh.
And beyond just getting paid, it's a critical legal document.
How so?
It's your proof of license, essentially. It safeguards the production against copyright infringement claims. A lot of film festivals, distributors, they won't even touch a project without an accurate cue sheet. It's absolutely non-negotiable for being legally sound.
Okay, so it's vital, absolutely critical for paychecks and legal safety. What exactly is on this document? What makes it tick?
It needs to be incredibly precise, really granular. It starts with a program header. Think of it like the project's ID card.
Like the show title, episode number?
Exactly. Program title, episode title, or number, maybe the first air date, ties the music to the right production. Then, for each piece of music, each cue, you need the deep cue metadata.
Okay.
The cue title, obviously. Who wrote it? The composer or songwriter. Who publishes it? And crucially, their PRO affiliation, like SCAP or BMI, and their specific ownership shares.
Shares.
Yes. So for the writer share, all the listed writers' percentages must add up to 100%. Same for the publisher share. Has to total 100%, no ambiguity. And then there's the usage and timing data. This directly affects how much money flows.
Okay.
You need the exact time in and time out points for the cue, duration, obviously, and these specific usage codes. They're really important.
Codes
Like MT means main title theme. That often pays more. BI is background instrumental. The characters don't hear it. It's just for us, the audience. Cs is visual instrumental, maybe music playing from a radio on screen that the characters do hear.
So the context matters for the payout?
Hugely. Get that code wrong, and a composer might get significantly less than they should.
Wow. That is a lot of very precise, very crucial data points. Sounds like it used to be a nightmare for manual entry errors.
Well, it was, historically, yes. Very prone to error. Type sheets, faxes, you name it.
So where are we now? What's changing to make this better, maybe more equitable for creators?
Well, the industry's moving fast. We're shifting away from manual stuff towards automated, integrated software solutions. Much better. And a really huge development here is the Global Cue Sheet Standard 2.0, GCS 2.0.
Okay, what's the big deal with that?
It's landmark because for the first time, it officially includes sound recording metadata, not just the musical work metadata who wrote the song.
So the actual recording itself.
Exactly. This means it supports collecting for both author's rights, the composer-songwriter, and what are called neighboring rights.
Neighboring rights.
That's for the performers on the recording
Yeah.
and the record label that owns the specific master recording.
Yeah.
So GCS 2.0 helps streamline payments for both sides of the coin, the song and the recording. It's a much more complete, equitable system being built.
Right. So the takeaway here seems clear. This cue sheet, the media production one anyway, it's not just some bureaucratic form. It's absolutely fundamental, foundational for financial accountability, for legal compliance in the whole creative industry. Getting it right, getting it submitted on time, it's just non-negotiable if you want to operate professionally and sustainably. Which leads to a final thought for you to consider. As these global digital standards like GCS 2.0 and these integrated workflows become more universal, how might that actually empower individual creators? Could it help them navigate this complex world of licensing and royalties better? Maybe even shift some of the traditional power dynamics? Could more control end up directly in the artist's hands? Something to think about.